In a dense forest, where the sun filtered through the tall trees, and the wind whispered secrets to the leaves, there stood a mighty oak tree. The oak was old, its trunk thick and gnarled, its branches spreading wide like arms welcoming the sky. It was the pride of the forest, towering over the other trees and casting a long shadow that reached far and wide. Not far from the oak, near the edge of a small clearing, a young bamboo shoot had just begun to sprout. The bamboo was thin and fragile, its slender stalk swaying gently in the breeze. The oak noticed the bamboo and chuckled to itself, for it had seen many young shoots come and go, with only a few managing to grow tall enough to be noticed. "Why do you even bother?" the oak boomed one day, its deep voice resonating through the forest. "Look at me. I am strong and powerful. My roots run deep, and my branches touch the heavens. You, little bamboo, will never be as great as I am." The bamboo shoot, still young and full of life, did not reply. It continued to grow, quietly and steadily, reaching towards the sun with determination. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months. The oak continued to boast of its strength, and mock the bamboo for its seemingly insignificant existence. Years passed, and the bamboo grew taller. It was no longer the fragile shoot that had once been mocked by the oak. Its stalks were now thick and sturdy, yet still, it remained humble and quiet, listening to the oak's grand tales of resilience and endurance. One day, the sky darkened, and a terrible storm rolled in. The wind howled through the forest, bending the trees to its will. The oak, confident in its strength, stood firm against the gale. But the wind was relentless, growing stronger with each passing moment. The oak's branches began to creak and groan under the pressure. It fought valiantly, but its rigid strength became its downfall. With a deafening crack, the mighty oak split in two and fell to the forest floor, its grandeur reduced to a broken heap of wood and leaves. The bamboo, however, swayed with the wind. It bent low, allowing the gusts to pass over and around it. It did not resist the storm but instead danced with it, moving gracefully with each surge of wind. When the storm finally passed, the bamboo stood tall and unscathed, while the once proud oak lay in ruins as the sun emerged from behind the clouds, casting a warm light over the forest. The bamboo reflected on the lesson it had learned. It realized that true strength is not about being unyielding and rigid, but about being adaptable and resilient. The bamboo understood that growth is a journey of patience and perseverance, not a race to be the strongest or the tallest. The forest, once dominated by the shadow of the oak, now marveled at the bamboo, which had quietly grown to be one of the tallest trees in the clearing. And while the oak had fallen, its lesson lived on in the hearts of all the creatures of the forest. The bamboo had learned that suc